What's up, fuckos? You already know what time it is. It's time to swerve. Swervin with Sasquonch. Swervin with Sasquonch. Or as Tom liked to call it, so fucking sitting with Sasquonch. I'm just back. I'm chilling. I'm doing it again. We're gonna run it again. We're gonna do it again. Got to badge out again though. Can't forget about the badge out. I got to badge out. I got an important job. I got to badge out. Nice. One hurdle, done. No turn signal. I'm crazy for that. What's up? What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday. It's Thursday again. It's Thursday, but it feels like a Tuesday. I took Monday and Tuesday off. Took them off of work. So, to me, this is like my Tuesday almost. And tomorrow will be like Wednesday, but it's like Friday. But it's like Wednesday, Friday. Anyway, it's fucking beautiful out. What if I do windows down? What if I do windows down serving with Squonch? No, because then you're just going to hear the wind the whole time. What if I do windows slightly down? That way you're not going to hear the wind as much. And I won't die from fucking heat stroke. Okay? The only stroke I'm trying to die from is stroke my life. Right. Anyway. I don't know. I don't even know what to talk about. I don't want to I gotta go windows up. I don't care how hot it is. Fucking people are too loud in their fucking stupid ass, shitty little fucking cars and their stupid little fucking engines going. I have a small penis. I'm gonna drive like with my small car because of my small penis. Turn signal still going crazy because I didn't fix the light. Sue me. Sue me. I don't give a fuck. Is it a Tesla? Is it a Tesla? I don't care how pretty you are. You shouldn't be driving a Tesla. You shouldn't be driving the Nazi mobile. Sell that shit, girl. Sell that shit. Teslas are not a status symbol. Even when they were a status symbol, that was cringe. They're not even the best electric vehicle on the market. So, why don't you go fuck off? Damn, why are there so many cars coming? Fuck you, I'm going. Why are there so many freaking cars coming? Look at my engine go, because I have a small penis. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to overthink feedback that I have received from the last video. And by that, I mean, I don't want to, I'm not trying to, well, let me think about this thing and this thing and this thing to make it more entertaining, to make it more engaging. Or I'm like, no, the point is, the format is that I'm just saying what I'm thinking. And I'm just saying what's in my fucking brain, bro. My hair is pissing me off because in the angle of the video, it looks fucking shitty. It looks pissing me off. Anyway. That's just how it is in my head. It goes from fucking 0 to 100 and then back to 0, then back to 100 like a roller coaster all the time. I haven't even opened my Celsius yet. What flavor do we have today? Mango passion fruit. Let's go. Fire. Yeah, I don't know. What's going on? What's going on in the world? Again, I just keep going back and forth. I just keep going to different topics and different... storage units are a scam, apparently. That's what Tom said. He said that they want me out. They want me out. They want to evict me. They want me out. They raise the prices because they want me out. Temporary storage. I don't even know how that business model makes sense. Temporary housing for my items. Oh, it's because they want... Is it because they want me out and they'll raise the price so that I can't pay so that they can steal my shit and auction it off? Probably. That's crazy. But they're not going to get my stuff. My comic books, they can go fucking suck eggs. They can suck a fucking carton of eggs, and that means a lot. It's expensive these days to suck eggs. Okay, this shit's expensive. I need air. It's too warm. Why couldn't it be this warm fucking yesterday when we played kickball? It was fucking cold and windy. It was freezing my ass off outside. a sudden it's going to be super freaking nice out, warm and freaking beautiful on leg day. I'm not even going to be running outside. I'm going to be running inside. I'm not even going to be running. I'm going to be doing my tread climb inside because it's leg day, and I don't run on leg day because when I run on leg day, I hurt myself. And we're all about we're all about healing here. We're in a healing era. We're not in a harming era. We're in a healing era. Okay, motherfuckers. So I want everyone who watches this shit, I want you to start healing, and I want you to don't harm, don't be harmful to yourself or others. Heal, be a good person. Heal. Life is short. There's no need for us to be treating each other like shit and being hateful. Why be hateful? I had to read some whack ass shit today. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Tom. Whack ass shit about movie trailers. I'm calling you out. No, it wasn't whack. I understand your opinion. I respect your opinion, even though I disagree with your opinion. There's no need for the hate. Me a year ago would tell you that you're a fucking idiot, but that's not me anymore. Not me a year ago. It'd be me like 5 years ago. Me 5 years ago, I'd be like, you're an idiot. Don't talk to me. I don't even know if that's true. I've never really had a capacity to hate like that. I have moments in my life where I think that I do, and I'm like, yeah, I have a capacity to hate. I can hate. I'm a hateful person. I can be a hateful person if I need to. Yeah, I mean, for sure, I can. I definitely, like, I have feelings like that, but it's more so like just anger. It's more like I just feel angry about things. And now that I'm on this freaking Enneagram bullshit, I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm angry because I'm upset about changes for myself or for my social circle. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And yeah, so I'm like, okay, so now I know why I'm angry. What do I now have to do to address the anger? I need to do something to address the anger, to stop the anger. Let out my rage. And sometimes I really just want to be hitting something. And my solution to that is get a punching bag. And that's exactly what I would like to do. I'd like to acquire a punching bag. One with I saw one that was, not super expensive. It's like a metal frame with a hanging bag. And I would like to acquire that item so that I can, if I have a rough day, I can just go home and punch that thing and call it a day. It'd be like, yeah, it felt great. It felt great to let out that steam. Start practicing, start training for the coming battle, so I can fight Elon Musk at sundown on the top of a building. Be like, yo, let's go. You and me, Elon, we're gonna go fight, and then I'm gonna fucking kill Trump too. Can I say that in a YouTube video? It doesn't matter. I won't say that legally. I'll say I wish that he died. I'm not going to do it. I just wish that he was killed. There we go. Legally that should be fine, I believe. Man, it's probably too late. I'm probably going to end up on some kind of list anyway. It doesn't matter. If I'm not on a list for the Kirby 9/11 thing, then I'm not going to. Then there's, I don't know what to tell you. I probably belong. I probably am and probably belong on like at least 6 different watch lists, if we're being honest with ourselves. And the only thing we can be with ourselves is honest and cringe. Because I'm cringe with myself all day. I'm always doing insane, cringy shit. I just don't get embarrassed easy. I don't embarrass easy. And I don't know what that's all about. I've always been this way. I don't embarrass easy. People can try. And sometimes I guess I do get embarrassed when it's more like things that I'm self-conscious about, but it's more like I'm just gonna keep going up and down with the windows because it gets warm, but also people are fucking blaring freaking shitty music. It's not shitty. It's shitty to me. I just don't like it. Or revving their engines with their small hogs. But yeah, if it's something that I'm ashamed of or something that I don't like that I have done or I don't like about myself, of course I'm gonna get embarrassed. But like naturally people do. But I don't know. It's more complicated or more. It's not just like simplistically like, oh, I'm just embarrassed about this thing. Yo, dude's got a Punisher gas cap on a black Jeep. Kind of cringe. As much as I like the Punisher, it's kind of cringe. He's probably a cop supporter too. Ugh, we sucking on cops, hogs, pig hogs, left and right. What a loser. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just a little more complicated. It's harder to explain or articulate exactly what I wanted to say in this moment about the things that embarrassed me, but it's more like I'm not embarrassed that I did it. I'm more embarrassed that someone that I know might be affected by it, or I don't know. It's hard to explain. Maybe one day if I think about it and I meditate on it, I'll have more to say on that and more to I can word it in a better way. But I'm always just saying things, and half the time none of them, they don't really make sense and they're not coherent. I throw shit at the wall and I just see what sticks. Sometimes it sticks and I go, okay, cool, noted, jot that down. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna save that shit for later, and I'm never gonna forget. Simply won't. What happened this week? It's been a week since I did this. I'm gonna do this once a week. I think I'm gonna do these on Thursdays. I like that. I like the idea of doing these on Thursdays. I made a little 30-second little thing. I don't know if I'd call it like an advertisement, but it's kind of like an advertisement. With things that people had said about the last one, and I was like, yeah, this would be kind of funny, kind of fire, with quotes about completely other random things that have nothing to do with anything, or nothing to do with the video whatsoever. But I think, yeah, I'm gonna put that up tonight too. And be like, yo, like here, go check out my fucking YouTube thing now. I also think I'd like to go stream Dead Space. I think I want to play Dead Space tonight. I haven't played it in a while, and I kind of want to turn the lights off and play Dead Space. And I'll stream it, and then also record it so that I can post it to my YouTube channel as a part 1. And then I also got to post Alan Wake part 1. So I'll be playing 2 horror games simultaneously, and I want to do those little kind of like Let's Plays, I guess. And then also, like, I have my Marvel Rival stuff. I might be joining a kickball league in Providence. Well, it's in Pawtucket, supposedly, but it's called the Providence League. Because I love kickball now. I love playing kickball. But there's a second league. There's a whole other league in the area that I can join. It's smaller. It's only got 12 teams compared to the 22, 23 that we have in the Whistler League. But, like, I just love playing kickball. And I love the game. I love the sport. So I kind of like, yo, go drink, play kickball, come back to Worcester, and go out, get drunk, get silly. Sounds great. Sounds like exactly what I want to be doing with my life. Monday, D&D. Tuesday, go to the gym. Maybe play softball during the summer. Depends on what the softball schedule looks like. So I'll be playing softball. So I'll be like, boom, D&D. Maybe softball or go to the gym. Wednesday, kickball. Thursday, softball or go to the gym, because softball's usually on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Sometimes on Wednesdays, not making it to those. Friday, kickball. Then I'll be like, cool, Saturday, Sunday, what am I doing? I keep telling Jeremy, my roommate, that I'm going to play fucking racquetball with him and his dad, Phil the goat. But I don't wake up early enough on Sundays to do that shit. And this Sunday, I didn't do it last Sunday, but this Sunday I did. I am signed up, so I'm hoping to do it. Freaking volunteering at a Celtics game sounds fire. Basically, you volunteer, so it's like, yeah, you're not getting paid for it, but like you're volunteering for like 3 hours, 2-3 hours, walk around. Depending on where they put you, they might put you at a station, or you might be walking around collecting donations for the 50-50 raffle. Whoever wins the raffle, gets half of the amount of money raised, and then the other half goes to charity. That's cool. They do it every Celtics game, but you stop at the beginning of the third quarter, so you're only doing it for the first half. And they've got volunteer positions for playoff games. And I'm like, yo, that'd be so sick to go to the playoff games. They say on the website, and they put the asterisks in bold, and they say, due to demand or whatever, whatever, volunteers will not be able to sit and watch the games. But my buddy Peter, he knew someone, he has a friend who's done it before, and he said that the website always says that, and they're almost always given a chance to sit and watch the game, because there's going to be seats open. There always is. So I'm like, yeah, that's fire. I'll get a fucking hot dog and I'll go sit down and I'll watch the back half of the game. But I'll get to the first half of the game. I'll get to be there. I get to feel the roar of the crowd, and I get to see I can look up at the jumbotron and be like, let's go, stuff like that. Or whatever. Like, they play the game in the hallways, so I'm like, yeah, I'll get to be there, and I get to be hanging out with people. I get to meet people. I get to network with people. It's great. It sounds awesome. I got PAX coming up. I'm gonna be I got my application for exhibitor assistant got approved, so they accepted me. I told them I accept humbly. So I'm gonna be an exhibitor assistant, so that's fucking sick. I don't know who I'm gonna be assisting just yet. I mean, they haven't assigned anything like that yet, but I'll be working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all 5 days. Wednesday, either, I don't know, it depends on what they need me to do, but I'll be working all those days, making that money, getting to go to PAX. I'll be working all day, so I won't be able to attend PAX. Like, during my breaks, I'll be able to walk around and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna be able to go spend time and just do whatever I want at PAX. But I'm gonna wear my Sasquonch gear. I'm gonna wear something that has my stream name on it, and I'm gonna wear a little kooky outfit for sure. I'm sure I'll be professional, but just something to advertise and network my stream and shit like that, so that way I can try to get more followers. Because if I do that with kickball, I do that with the Celtics games, I do that with PAX, and I go to events like that, and I keep streaming and I keep posting online. I'm hoping to just keep kind of building my followers, my follower count, and the viewership would be great. Because then, it'd just be great. It would be great to get my follower count up, and obviously the end goal is to be able to do that kind of thing just for a living, and quit my job and do content creation, do streaming, do skits, whatever I want to do full time. And then eventually be I need to start auditioning. I need to get my acting shit together, because that's what I really want to be doing. That's what I've always wanted to do. It's kind of perfect because, growing up, holy shit, Jesus Christ, you guys almost watched me fucking hit that guy. It's because fucking some motherfucker brake checked the truck in front of him. Jesus Christ. I know sometimes I move my head a little bit, but I am paying attention. Holy fuck. Even that truck had to swerve a little bit. He had to swerve, and then I had to swerve. That's fucked up. God damn it. I'm pissed. Alright, well, he's taking a fucking right turn. Good. Get the fuck off the road, you fucking loser. Fucking 4 big ass trucks in a fucking row. And they're all driving like fucking idiots. Yeah, I know. Go. Get off the road, you fucking moron. And I'm not perfect. I know that. I make mistakes. I'm aware. But Jesus Christ. I'm there was no reason for him to brake check that guy. Was he pissed off at him? Did he had sex with his wife? Did he sex up his wife or something, or his husband? That's right. I'll go there. I don't care. Fuck. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, acting. Yeah. Growing up, I feel like I've always wanted to act. I feel like growing up, I've always envisioned myself in all these different roles and all these different jobs, and I've kind of come to the realization that it wasn't really, it's never really been I want to do this job because I'm passionate about this thing. Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that's a tiny little sliver that's yeah, I think that when I was in high school, I was going to go to a trade school, and I wanted to. Oh my god, I got the fucking heat on. That's why I'm so fucking hot. I'm so dumb. I'm so fucking dumb. I wanted to go to school to be an EMT. I mean, they work insane hours and are like the unsung heroes. Like, they're the ones saving fucking lives, and they're underpaid and they're overworked just like other medical staff, and like they deal with so much death. But I've always just wanted to help people, so I was like, yeah, that makes sense as a job, wanting to help someone. I want to help people. And then I didn't end up going to go to trade school, so that didn't work out. Fine. But then I went to, I've always imagined myself in these different roles and different jobs, but it's more like I just imagined what I would look like, or I imagined looking cool, or like liking how I looked in that uniform or in that like fit or doing that job, but I didn't really have any passion or want or drive to actually do that job or any care to do that job. So it's like, yeah, you just want to be an actor. You don't want to be a doctor. You don't want to be an EMT or a teacher. I mean, I do think being a teacher would be cool, but like, you don't want to be doing those things. You just want to play that thing in a movie or a show or whatever. And it's like, like that's pretty fucking obvious, but like when you're the person convincing yourself your entire life of these things, you're kind of blind to it. So I'm my own biggest gaslighter, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn fucking right into this gas station because I need to get motherfucking gas. I need to gas myself. Speaking of gaslighting, I need to gas myself up, fam. I gotta gas my shit up. There's a fucking cone. Are you serious? That's fucked up. I need you to move because I need to go to a different pump because there's a fucking cone. There's a cone at that one too. What the shit? What is this gas station fucking just inept? Shit. Now I'm in the fucking sun. It's gonna be fucking cooking, boiling hot when I get back. God, how do I do this? No, I got cash. All right, I'll be right back. I am gonna go get gas, but I'm not gonna cut the footage because whatever. I'm only gonna be gone a minute or two, and then you'll just see me out there in that little window. Okay. So, but I'm not gonna cut this shit out in here. I'm so fucking dumb. I forgot my wallet. Where the fuck's my wallet? Is it in my coat? It's on the fucking floor. When I almost fucking put that up. Ooh. Alright, so I stopped the video. I don't do the cuts. I know I said I don't do cuts, but I did. I needed my phone. I actually didn't have enough cash on me to get gas like I wanted to. And I needed to move money from my Venmo because I'm poor like that. And I needed to get gas, so I ended up cutting the video so that because that's what I had to do. And now we're back on the road. Chode. I was talking about acting. I want to act. I want to be an actor. And speaking of being poor, I want to be an actor. I want to do acting stuff. I want to be on the films. I want to be in the movies, the TV shows. I want to be doing comedies, and I want to be doing drama, and I want to be doing action. And I want to do comedies for a long time, and then people go, oh wow, he actually can do drama, and then they're like, yeah, well, didn't you know that like comedic actors are actually the most hardworking, the most talented, because comedy and drama And they're like, and the funniest people are often the most twisted and fucked up. Not twisted, but the most. And I'm like, yeah, but you know what? Nah, me, dog. I'm just funny with it like that. I could be the funniest person on the planet, but I'm chilling. That's not to like downplay anyone who's been going through a hard time recently or have ever gone through a hard time. Like, I feel for you and I'm sorry, and I hope that things have gotten better and that things will get better. But the point is I'm like, it's always like society and people online and people in general, like, it's like a cycle. It's like a cycle. They're always spewing the same shit, repeating the same shit, like saying the same thing over and over and over again. You go in comment sections on Facebook and it's the same goddamn comments, the same comments. You see them all the time. People comment the same thing. They'll repeat each other, repeat themselves. And it's like, it's just nuts. It's crazy. And it's the same thing with like with movies and actors and just like political figures and just celebrities and public figures and anything, where people will say, people will hear something or say something or watch something and they'll just say the same shit over and over and over again. And it's like, I just feel like people are just so devoid of original thought these days. I mean, that's why I try, of course I'll watch like a movie trailer or a deep dive, but like I don't try to read reviews unless I see like an advertisement or I see something that's like, here's a little blurb about a review or here's a little thing about a movie that someone said. But I'm not gonna read the full review because I don't give a fuck. I'm like, if you give it 5 stars, great. I want to judge it myself. I'm gonna judge it myself. Because I don't know, I like to try to have my own original thoughts. And there are things that I do and I say that are not original, of course. Like, I'll bite other people's shit. I'm not afraid to, but I'll give credit where it's due. And like if I'm online or I'm whatever and I see that like there's a new word or a new phrase or a new meta, I'm like, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon because I don't want to be no lame fucking dub. But like, I don't know. I just feel like people they lack their own originality and their own original thoughts these days. It's just interesting to see how cyclical people and just like society and cultures are, and how, And I will say a big part of that's probably thanks to the philosophy classes that I took. Before I ended up just canceling out of school because I was like a bad student. Turns out it doesn't matter how much ADHD med I can take. If I don't give a shit about the source material, or if I don't give a shit about what I'm learning, then you're not going to make me learn. And that's kind of like the lesson I've learned this year. Is like, who gives a fuck? Don't do things that don't interest you. Don't do things that harm you, and don't do things that you don't care about. There's no like, obviously, people have to work, and it's a very privileged take for me to have. But people have to work, but like, don't do things that you don't want to do for the betterment of other people, or for like just because someone asked you to. Like, you're in a relationship with someone and they want you to change a whole part of yourself, or like to cut off certain friendships or relationships because of jealousy. Fuck that. Don't let someone else control your life. As far as I'm concerned, the only one who should be able to control your life, and it's not even should, but it's your responsibility, is if you have kids. And they're going to control your life, but that's because you made the responsibility, you took the responsibility, you made the decision to have that kid. Could have aborted it. Could have aborted it. Plan B exists. Contraceptives exist. You wanted to have the kid, that's cool. I'm like, look, I'd like to have kids of my own someday. I was like, I'm psychotic. I'd like to have 5. And I don't mean that, and it's not like in a because I believe that women only should have babies and should have my babies. No, I just think it'd be really cute to have 5 little me's and 5 little amalgam creatures of me and whoever I end up marrying or end up having these kids with, running around like the best parts of us in these little fuckers, and we raise them with the best we can and hope that they become moral human beings, and maybe we have like a little family band. I don't know. Maybe we have like family fucking dinners. We're all close enough where we have family dinners like once every week or once every 2 weeks. It'd be fire. I don't know. I just think about my life and I think about how like I would love to have multiple kids. But of course, like, you know, I'm also like, that's not like if I don't have 5 kids, I'm going to kill myself. No, it's more like, yeah, I'd love to have 5 kids, but like if I have 2 or 3, that's fine. That's just as valid. That's just as chill. I'm okay with that. God damn, these people are fucking flying out of nowhere. Like, I'm trying to get on the highway, and these fuckers are just flying out of nowhere. It's an on-ramp, but like, you can see the whole on-ramp, and I'm like, well, why the fuck are you going 50 fucking miles down the on-ramp? There's no need for you to be flying that fast yet. Holy. Where the fuck do you have to go? Why are you so important? You're not. I'm not. You're not. Shit. Family, you know? Shit. That was my family right there. Yeah, I just don't think that you should let other people control you or like society control you, and you know, if you can help it. Obviously, yeah, they're like, I work a job that I don't care about, you know, and I'm in a position where I don't have responsibilities like that, like a family or things that I have to take care of. I have responsibilities, of course, but like I don't have, you know, I don't have people depending on me like that. So I get to go live a little bit more frivolously, and like, yeah, I'm terrible with my money and spending. Like, I owe people money. I know that. I was like, but it's just, I am just terrible with my finances. Despite, you know, I'm better than I used to be, which is great. You know, and I've had some unexpected things, you know, kind of come up recently, which kind of sucks. But, you know, it's chill. I'm big chilling. I'm big living. I'm happy. You know, I was a little down in the dumps for a couple of days there, but, you know, it's you can't let other people control your life. You can't let the existence of other people control your life. You know, you got to live for you. You got to live for you, and that's something that we all need to be reminded of sometimes, I think. And that's my motivational quote for the day: is you got to live for you. And yeah, I'm on the highway now. Maybe this isn't as chaotic as it was last week. I don't know. I've only had 1 sip of my Celsius, so now it's time to drink a couple more sips. Let's see where that takes me. Can it take me higher? Maybe. Who's to say? What else has been going on? What's been going on? Yeah, I was down in the dumps for a few days. I mean, long story short, it was more like, God, it's like I am my own, I mean, Lit said it best, I'm my own worst enemy. Over the last couple of years, have been going through this period of knowing and realizing that I have become a busy person. I am a busy person. I overextend myself a lot. I'm aware of this. I say yes a lot to people. I hang out with people a lot. Oh no, I have people who want to hang out with me. What a terrible problem to have. I'm a piece of shit. I do it too much, and I overextend, and I don't make enough time for myself, and I neglect responsibilities, and I neglect important things I need to get done. But because I was so busy, you know, this is kind of like where I went down my journey of figuring out who I am and what I want in life, and like in like a relationship and a partner, you know. And for a while, I skirted a line between wanting to just like not have anything serious and just only have casual relationships, whatever. I was like, because yeah, I'm physically lonely. I'm starved of affection. That's how I feel. You know, I haven't, you know, I'm lacking intimacy in my life. And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, I just also don't know if I have the time to dedicate enough time or into a full-on relationship, and I don't want that person feeling neglected. I would like to, you know, I just don't want that person to feel like I'm not around or neglected or them waiting for me or anything like that. Like, that's just not what I want. So I skirt the line between wanting something casual or, you know, the option, because I've been down that road before, I was like, yeah, I also wouldn't mind like being in like a polyamorous relationship and dating someone who was polyamorous, and or just like living that lifestyle myself. Because like and there is a term out there for it. It's called ambiemory, but I don't really think it necessarily needs to exist, because polyamory in itself means one or more partners. You don't have to have more than one partner. You can be polyamorous and just have one partner. But ambiemory is basically, what's the term that people use for it, where you are content and happy in both monogamous and polyamorous relationships. So you'd be happy in either. So I was like, I guess that's a term that I would use for myself, but I don't really think the term needs to exist. It's fine, whatever. That's just a personal opinion. But I was like, yeah, I mean, that'd be fine, because like I don't have this like, this jealous rage inside me of like, no, I don't want my partner seeing someone else. I'm like, no, that's actually fine. Having the comfort knowing that my partner wouldn't feel lonely. I was seeing it, if I had a girlfriend and I was like, damn, I'm sorry, I'm busy, and I'm only going to get busier with like the things that my lifestyle and like what I want to do with my career. I'd hate for you to feel neglected or feel lonely if she was to have another partner, another boyfriend, another girlfriend, partner, someone non-binary. Yeah, like that's great. I'm like, I don't have to worry about you feeling lonely. I'm like, yeah, I would still make time, obviously. And I try to make time and like spend time and find ways to spend time with one another, but I wouldn't have to worry about that person being lonely all the time. So I kind of skirt the line, and I still wouldn't be, I'm still fine with that. I was like, I'm still living a life, and I'm still happy with that. I mean, I'd be fine with that. But then for so long, I kind of was like, all right, I just want something casual. I just like, I don't have time. I don't have time to put the work in to build a relationship. I just need to like focus on me, do me. Started going to the gym more, doing my sports. I moved. But then like 2 months ago, I realized, or maybe even a month or two ago, I was like, I want a relationship. I want to be in a relationship. I want to date someone. I want to go on dates. I want to build something. I want to start moving towards the next part of my life. I'm not getting any younger. I'm lonely. I want to be with someone, like driven and ambitious and motivated, and someone who has their own shit going on. And I met someone who I was like really digging. We had a great vibe, and I was really like, I was like, wow, this is perfect. She's like perfect. I think I am my own worst enemy in that I think I grasped on a little too much. I was like, I try to be open and honest about it. I'm like, look, I can be a little clingy. It's real. It's true. Like clingy, but like not like, oh, you're mine. It's more like I just like to text you a lot, and I like to compliment you, and I like to, and I'm very open about my feelings and my emotions. So I will say how I'm feeling. I'm an open communicator. I don't want to hide shit. I'm like, I just don't feel the need to hide how I'm feeling, and I like open communication. But I think, yeah, I mean, and I could tell that like the vibe was kind of off after we went out. So I was like, all right, let me ask, and like, I don't know. I kept getting like lukewarm responses. So I was like, I feel like I'm getting sunsetted. I'm like, so I said something about it, and I don't know, like, she's a very busy person. It's chill. Whatever. I have no ill will or ill feelings. I still think, I'm like, I was like, she's still a really cool person. But my point is, I think I put too much on that because it had been so long, and because it was the first time in like 2 or 3 years that I went on a date, and I was like emotionally invested or in something. So I think I put a lot on that. And that's on me. I'm definitely the fault there. I'm not out here saying that it's anyone else's fault. But I think that I was just wrapped up in this idea that I would like, I'm like, I want to be in a relationship and I want to date, and I'm going to be really sad if this doesn't work out. But I'm also like, yeah, but if it doesn't work out, that's fine. I was like, at least, like at the end of the day, I'd like to say that like I made a new friend, and that's cool. But I got to keep my head up high, and I got to keep moving forward, and I got to not do that anymore. I got to live for me. That's why I was saying earlier, you got to live for yourself, and don't let someone else, whether it's directly or indirectly, on accident or on purpose, don't let them control you. You got to live your life, you know? So, and that's, you know, and it was a couple of weeks, you know, there was like a week where I was like, damn, this really sucks. I'm like kind of bummed. I'm in the dumps about it. But now, you know, I'm like, you know what? We're chilling. I'm like, I'm not like, hell yeah. Like, you know, I'm like, no, I'm like, we're chilling. I'm good. I was like, it's time to move forward and see what happens and take life one day at a time. You know, I meet someone else. It's cool. If things work out, doesn't matter. I mean, it's fine. I'm happy either way. I need to just get back to living for me, doing my own thing, rather than like living on, you know, waiting for someone else. I'm just gonna sneak in here real quick. And yeah, I just think that's an important life lesson that people need to like learn and remember, is that you gotta live for yourself. And that, like, yeah, times are gonna be rough, but ultimately, like, in this instance, in this situation, like, yeah, this is like comparatively what's going on in the rest of the world. Like, I'm dealing with fucking like nothing. It's like, oh no, it's like I stubbed my toe. You know, it's like I stubbed my toe on a blanket. It's like I stubbed my toe on a fucking blanket. You know what I mean? Compared to what other people are going through. And that's like, obviously, like, you can't always compare, and you shouldn't compare traumas and compare experiences like that. But there are definitely things happening in the world to other people that are way worse than what's happening to me right now. So, yeah, I didn't really have a lot of substance in there, I can tell, in what I just talked about for the last like 45 minutes, but I have made it to the gym. It is now 4:30. I've made it to the gym, and I'm going to go into the gym now and change into my gym clothes and do my workout, and then take my post-gym photo, as I do sometimes, often, because I like to post the thirst traps because they make me feel good about myself, and I like the idea of beautiful women seeing my muscles. So, yeah. What is this, Thursday? So, I mean, yeah, I'll do these on Thursdays. I'm going to post this later today, and then I will do another one of these next Thursday. I don't even know what I'm going to call this one yet, but I almost died in a car accident. Maybe that's what I call it. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyway, thanks for chilling. Thanks for watching. Thanks for swerving with me. And I will see you guys next time, I suppose.